Good evening all, this is Venkana. So today I will be explaining a smarter approach to score more than 350 marks in case of political science. Now political science, many people think that it's a dynamic subject, but not exactly it's a dynamic subject. It is actually 50-50 kind of a dynamic subject where more than 50% of the syllabus is quite static in nature, but a little bit of 40 to 30% of the syllabus is dynamic. So the dynamism being the reason, the dependency of international relations and the national important relations, right? So such kind of topics are quite dependent on the dynamic content. That's the reason many people feel that actually it's a dynamic content. But irrespective of whether it is a static or a dynamic content, you have to have a smarter approach to score high in case of political science, right? The smarter approach is, here actually I have given one particular tool where it will classify your syllabus into topic and subtopic level, and also it identifies the questions from the past 10-15 years, which is the area mostly UPSC is focusing. So if you are able to identify that smaller portion of the area where the UPSC is focusing more, then you can easily score and you can easily prepare. And also actually I will give you a smarter approach, that is, so how to score more than 350 marks in case of political science optional with lesser effort, right? So here in this case actually I have given from 2014 to 2025 total actually 12 years of data I have given, and this graph whatever I show, it is a graph of 12 years, past 12 years data. Now in that, the entire syllabus of political science I have divided into 12 different topics. So I have comprehended into 12 different topics, and paper 1 6 topics and paper 2 6 topics, and paper 1 topics and paper 2 topics together actually I have plotted here with the weightage of the marks for the past 12 years. And this is the average data whatever I show it here. So this average data, it shows that there are certain topics are getting very high weightage, and there are certain topics which are getting very low importance. All right. Suppose you take this particular situation wherein the political theory is getting the highest weightage of 122 marks, and this is the past 12 years average. It's not a single year. 12 years average is 122 marks. And similarly, there is one more topic which is giving 105 marks, and that is India and international global relations. So that is the international relations part is getting out to be 105, and political theory is coming out to be 122. And as I said earlier, political theory is purely static content, and this international relations part is a bit of a dynamic content, though a little bit of static part is there, but still mostly it is a dynamic content. And there is another topic, that is global institutions and contemporary concerns. So that is also actually getting 101 marks. Now out of all the 12 different topics, these three topics, that is the political theory, and another is the international relations and global global institutions and contemporary concerns. So these are the three different topics which are getting more than 100 marks. And there are certain topics are getting even very small number of marks, as if like it is 28 average, that is Indian political thought. So Indian political thought is getting hardly 28 marks. Now actually if you focus more on Indian political thought, being it is one of the topic of entire syllabus, right, you will get very less score obviously. But if you focus only these three topics, that is 101, 105 and 122, these three topics if you focus it, the probability of getting score is very high, because this is the average data, right? And this one you can further divide, so that actually in the entire syllabus of that particular topic, where exactly the questions are coming from UPSC, right? So that actually I have divided. Suppose I take one particular case, let us say political theory. So I'll just select the political theory. So this political theory, if I select it and then actually just plot the graph of political theory, and again that political theory I have divided into 5 different subtopics. That is approaches to political theory, and concepts of justice and democracy, and political ideologies, power and ideology, and theories of state. So these are the 5 different topics again I have classified. And in that 5 different topics again, if you notice, the 122 marks is subdivided again into these 5 different topics, and out of that, concept of justice and democracy is getting 52 marks. It's almost like 50%. That is, it is coming out to be 42.81%. Here I have mentioned 42.81%, right? And the same actually I have drawn in the pie chart also. In the pie chart actually you can notice that there is one particular area that is 42.8, that is this concept of justice and democracy. That is the highest scoring part, and the remaining actually more or less equal. 1 mark here and there actually there is a difference, but the remaining part is there. Now that means if you identify this area, concept of justice and democracy, then focus more on that particular topic, obviously the probability of getting questions from that particular area is very, very high. And also actually I have given a 1-1 correspondence between this subtopic classification and the UPSC syllabus. And what exactly is the UPSC syllabus mentioned on this particular topic is concept of justice, equality, rights and democracy, Rawls theory of justice, and communitarian critics. So this is the syllabus that is exactly categorized to concept of justice and democracy. That means if you are able to focus this area, then the probability of getting score is very high. And also I take one more topic. Let us say actually I take this 105, that is India and regional global relations. That is India and regional global relations. And this area, if you subdivide it, and this is actually divided into 3 different categories. One is India and major powers, and India and South Asia, and India in international organizations. These are the 3 different subtopics I made it. And in that, the first part, that is India and major powers. So this is the area consistently you are getting very high score. Now out of 105 marks, and this itself is 54.58, and it comes out to almost 52%. So in the entire syllabus, this is the single topic which is getting 52%, and the syllabus that is classified is actually very small, that is India and major powers, relations with US, Russia, China, Japan and EU. So this is actually the major portions actually which are part of the international relations, and this area is getting very good score. That means if you focus more on this particular topic, obviously your preparation will be good and the probability of getting score is high. So I don't say that actually the entire syllabus actually shouldn't be prepared. So you have to prepare the entire syllabus, but you have to categorize your time. So more time if you spend on the questions where actually you are getting more score, then the probability of success and the probability of getting high score is actually very high. Now see this, and here actually not just 12 years, so you can actually just ask one particular year and then actually you take this one. Suppose actually if you take only 2025 this year, and so you just actually click on the load and you will see that actually political theory is getting 150 marks. See this 150 marks alone to one particular topic. And another is actually that is the India and regional global relations. This topic, that is the international relations part, again actually getting the highest score. So the political theory is actually 150 marks and international relations is 115 marks, right? So these 2 topics are covering very, very high weightage. So that's why if you focus more on this, obviously you get very good score in this particular area. And this is actually one piece of the puzzle. And another piece of the puzzle is, and we have a theory like this, that is, so if you practice more and more questions, obviously the probability of getting the high score in UPSC is very high. Why? Because even if you study 3-4 years without actually practicing any of the questions, it will not give you any score in UPSC, because actually finally it is all the relative performance. And those persons, whoever is actually practicing more and more number of questions, they only get very high score. This is very, very important. And this is actually popularly called as the answer writing system, right? So here, if we exactly follow the pattern of UPSC and smartly, if you are able to identify, let us say 700 or 800 questions, which are more or less replicates UPSC syllabus along with UPSC previous year questions, then that gives you a lot of edge when compared to all others, right? Why it gives a lot of edge is, see this, if you are able to practice more and more number of questions, that is actually I will give you a set of 700 questions to you, and these 700 questions you know how to answer it. Now you don't need to mug up these questions, you just actually try to understand this, and in your own way you present it well, and then actually get it corrected and improve the answer. Then if you present the same answer, improved answer in UPSC final examination, you will get very good score in that particular question, right? Obviously we have actually the syllabus choice is there in case of UPSC question papers, and you can make use of that choice and then actually still you can score a very good score even if you leave certain portions of the syllabus. And the smarter approach is identify the proper syllabus and practice more and more number of questions with your own handwriting and get it corrected, and then use that information to improve your answer and improve your speed. Then you will get a very good score in it. So for that reason, actually what we have done was we have prepared 1500 questions on political science, and that 1500 questions are actually the unique set of 1500 questions, not the mix, right? It is a unique set of 1500 questions actually we have prepared exactly at the standard of UPSC, and that actually we have made a test series covering around 700 questions in that. So these 700 questions, if you are able to answer it, I am sure you will get more than 350 marks in case of final examination, because writing these questions, getting it corrected, and evaluation and identifying the improvement areas, and again actually if you improve that particular portion, then actually it will be very much beneficial for you people, right? So keeping that in mind, we have designed a test series of 26 tests covering 700 questions, which are exactly in the UPSC format. And if you are interested, you can go to our website, and in our website actually I have even given this one. So that is, so in IndianCivils, right, you just go to IndianCivils.com, and there you will find the political science. So that is the political science and the international relations. And if you go to that page, at the bottom you can find this graph, that is which topic is very important, and in that particular topic which are the sub parts of the areas where exactly you are getting the highest score. This portion is there, and if you people are interested, and you can go through this test plan and use this test plan. If you are interested, you can be part of this. And for those people whoever is joined our test series, for them actually we are giving all these graphs. Not just this graph, we will also give the graph of your preparedness. That is, UPSC preparedness is very, very important to understand. Here actually the average of the marks actually for each topic I have given. At the same time, and if you write the test series, so here actually see this, there is a pink color graph here. So this pink color graph is your performance, which is compared to UPSC preparedness. And that preparedness, if you are able to make both blue color and pink color graphs exactly at the same level, then obviously you are 100% accurate and you are 100% prepared for UPSC Political Science Optional. But you don't need to be 100%. Even if you are at 70% of this level, that is the blue color bar, and beside that the pink color graph, which is your personal performance, if it is coming out to be 70% of that graph, then in that particular topic I can assure you that actually you are prepared for that particular topic. And why? Because you are writing the answers actually, and that is evaluated. So your own answer, if it is evaluated, obviously your preparedness is directly, it replicates there. So that's why actually make use of this opportunity. If you are interested, you can call me on my mobile number. And if you wanted to try some sample test of your preparedness, we are giving one free sample test. You just go to here, and there is a QR code available here with your camera. You just scan it, automatically you will get one test. And that test you answer it and give it to us through WhatsApp from the same number, and then you just actually get the corrected version of your answer sheet, and there actually you can decide how qualitative it is and how effectively you wrote that particular examination and what are the improvement areas. We will clearly give it, and based on that actually you can take a call. Got it? Yeah. So that's all for today. Thank you.